So it's Christmas time, and you know what that means. Parents everywhere are currently fighting outside the nearest Argos, curb-stomping each other, trying to get a Switch 2. It's a tradition every year. Kids put consoles on their Christmas lists, and their parents must get it for them, because if they don't, that little shit will try to speak to them. And we can't have that happening. But there was one console that came out around Christmas that was created by a large video game company and tailored itself exclusively towards kids. Yet, no one had it on their Christmas list. And that console was the Wii U. There's only three things guaranteed in life: death, taxes, and every other Nintendo console fucking it all up. For example, the NES was a massive hit, but the SNES lost the console war to the Sega Genesis. Then you have the N64, and that basically paved the way for 3D games at the time, but the GameCube fell behind the competition because it was underpowered as shit. And this trend is no more present than the Wii U. Because the Wii was one of the highest grossing consoles of all time, but the Wii U fell off a fucking cliff. But why? As someone who grew up with one, I absolutely loved the little fucking stinker. Like, it was great. It had great games like Mario 3D World, Smash Bros, Splatoon. It was backwards compatible with the whole Wii library, and it let you play from so many eras of Nintendo. So how could a console with so many positives fall off as hard as the Wii U did? Well, I think it boils down to four main reasons: the weird name and concept, the terrible marketing, the abysmal launch, and the competition at the time. So first, let's start off with the name, the Wii U. What the fuck does that mean? What does the U stand for? Does it stand for you, like me? I ain't no goddamn Nintendo pits, okay? I ain't that. On the surface level, this name just doesn't really work, and I don't think the concept of the console helped. The Wii had a lot of accessories, from steering wheel and bowling ball to a gun and a baby, and these accessories would slightly change how you play the game. And that kind of felt like the Wii U on a surface level. It just let you play games on this little screen while mummy watches some crazy shit on the TV. So a lot of parents just thought, yeah, you don't need that little accessory shit. So they didn't get it. And going back to the name really quickly, a lot of Wii accessories were often called the Wii thing. The Wii Wheel, the Wheel Zapper, the Wheel Little Bitch. So the Wii U sounds very similar to that. It's why so many consoles just call themselves Console Name 2. Like, you got the PS1 and the PS2, it's clear to see the difference between them. But if Sony showed off the PS2 and they called it the PSU, are you gonna buy that shit? No, the fuck you aren't.
We'll make this quick.
Family time's dropping fast, people.
Pew!
Time to upgrade to Wii U.
No.
With Wii U,
Wait.
Super Mario in real life.
spaghetti.
Whoa-shi. It's a double Yoshi explosion. Yoshi's Woolly World.
Hot buttered popcorn, that's a deal.
The old Wii ads from like 2006 that had those two Japanese guys going to a family's house and giving them a Wii, they're some of the best video game ads of all time, because it perfectly described what the Wii was and who it was for. This console was for the whole family, it was for anyone to play since it was all motion controlled, and it was 100% Japanese. And all the Wii ads basically followed that rule of showing that it wasn't just a console for kids, but for adults as well, so the parents would want to spend that money on the Wii, and it clearly paid off. But based on the Wii U ads, it is understandable why parents did not want to spend money on this. Hey parents, don't you want to play this? By the way, if you lose at Mario Kart 8, your kids will make you face the wall. The ads tried to be like the Wii, trying to be relatable and realistic, but they were neither, because the kid with a Wii U got a girlfriend, right? That shit doesn't happen. And is that fucking Steve? Instead of focusing on marketing to the whole family, Nintendo wanted to market to kids exclusively, so they made the ads absolutely insufferable to anyone above the age of 7.
This is incredible. Get it? It's my job.
So why did they do this? Why did they make some of the worst ads ever? And while there's obviously no concrete answer, I personally think it's because Nintendo just assumed everyone knew what the Wii was and would buy it no matter what. So the only people they had to market to were the kids that were born after the Wii. But I think they forgot those aren't the people who are going to buy the Wii U. It was the parents, and if you don't market it correctly towards parents, they're not going to want to buy it. You've got past the name, you've gone past the shitty ads, and now it's actually time to play this thing. So what you putting in first? You play Nintendo Land for a bit, and while it's quite good, it's not a game you can really play for hours on end. So let's go play something else. Hey Nintendo, what else can I play? We have Just Dance 4.
Hello?
The launch titles for the Wii U was extremely underwhelming. New Super Mario Bros. U was just Mario Bros. Wii, but now you've got a U on the end. Zombie U? Glad to have that. And while there was a bunch of other games like Black Ops 2, Mass Effect 3, and the Batman Arkham City, No one who's buying a Wii U is buying it to play that. So if you didn't like the marketing for the console and decide to wait till launch to decide whether or not you're going to buy it, you're probably still not going to buy it because there's just nothing to play. So let's skip a few years from the launch and go to the end of its life and look at all the games it had. You got Mario 3D World, Breath of the Wild, Splatoon, Smash 4, all beloved games that Nintendo later ported to the Switch, so how did people still not buy it later on? Well, because at that point we already had a PlayStation 4 that had games like, oh, I don't know, The Last of Us, Bloodborne, God of War, Spider-Man, Shadow of the Colossus, you know, Game of the Year contenders. Same with the Xbox One, and while I don't really like the Xbox, it did have some good games like the Master Chief Collection, Sunset Overdrive, and see if these nuts can fit in your fucking mouth. And when you have competition like that, it's hard for Mario Minecraft to justify getting one. It also didn't have many multiplayer games or uses, which, you know, that was a big thing during the 2010s, so why would you buy it? There wasn't many reasons to get a Wii U when you have other consoles that had more and really better games that allowed you to talk to your mates, and it's just a shit console to have compared to what else there was out there.
So today, welcome to the world of Wii U. It's a system we will all enjoy together, but also one that's tailor-made for you.
Overall, if I'm being honest, I love the Wii U. Is it a flawed console? Yes, absolutely. But I can't help but love it. So, has Nintendo learnt their lesson? Well, yeah. I mean, have you seen how much the Switch 2 sold? Opening day. Instead of calling it the Switch U, they called it the Switch 2, so it's easy for everyone to understand, and they marketed it for everyone and not just exclusively a 2-month-old. The Switch 2 actually had some good games at launch as well, like Mario Kart World and enhanced versions of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, and they can kind of hold you over until more games come out. And yeah, there was a lot of competition, but GTA 6 ain't out yet, so no one gives a fuck. So, goodbye Nintendo Wii U. You weren't the greatest console, but in the end, I still love you. So thank you for everything. So it's an accessory for the Wii? No!